Holly, you want a Mountain Dew? You want a Mountain Dew? Yeah? Oh, sure. It's just a Mountain Dew pup, guys. Mountain Dew pup.
What's going on, guys? Before this video gets started, I wanted to tell you about something we're doing this month. Today is the release of the Bartle Skeet shirt, which I'm wearing, as well as our new 4th of July shirt. It says, I run on freedom. It's a great shirt. Both of these shirts are now available on the website. The shirts are awesome, and we have a bonus for you guys. If you buy one of these shirts, either the I Run on Freedom shirt or the Bartle Skeet shirt, within the month of June, and we're including the guys who bought the Bartle Skeet shirts at the end of last month, you are automatically entered into our giveaway. We're giving away a Cool Boss. Come on out, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see this big old beast? We have it on pretty much all of the time here at the shop. It's a giant air conditioning unit you can take anywhere. It's got all sorts of different settings. You can actually turn it on to pan the air and whatnot. We freaking love this thing. That's why we thought it'd be great for a giveaway. Literally anybody can use this. You can plug it in your garage. You can take it wherever you want with you, and it absolutely rips. So after the video, go grab a Bartle Skeet shirt or an I Run on Freedom 4th of July shirt. Automatically be entered to win one of these bad boys, and you get some freedom in your closet. For now, guys, enjoy the video.
Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel. Good morning, Holly. Come here. Don't get nervous on camera. How you doing today? What's going on? Guys, Holly is just living life here at the shop, killing the game. Got our buddy James with us today. He's gonna be hanging out a lot more, helping us on the Crown Vic project, which we're getting fired up. So we gotta go move Leroy, pull the Crown Vic in, which I think it's actually running now, which is quite impressive. We're gonna get rolling on this car today, get it torn apart, start the process of swapping in that GT500 drivetrain. So obviously most of you guys saw that ginormous explosion when we shot this thing with a big ol' hefty shot of nitrous. Kind of surprisingly, it's actually running now. So the intake manifold exploded, but the bottom end, oh, look at the dent in the hood, dude. Oh, I didn't even see that. Something blew up and hit the top of the hood. Wow, there's multiple dents. So we got a dent there, and they're all coming out. Damn, I didn't know that happened. So after we got off the dyno, Laz and Jeremy messed with trying to get the intake back. So they used tubes and they put them in the intake runners, like 3/4 inch little tubing, and then they taped it all up. Amazingly, it runs. So I'm gonna try and start it for you guys. So at least the bottom end is worth something to somebody. Oh, come on, girl. Sounds clean, right? That's great. It runs perfect. I think we got some air blowing out of there a little bit. Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna give it some throttle.
Oh yeah.
I'm like wide open. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to push it in. But today, guys, this thing's getting torn apart finally. Pull this 4.6 liter out, but we got a lot of work to do. How long do you think it'll take us?
About a couple hours we'll have it out.
Yeah. Basically what we got to do is take this thing apart in a way that the stock body control module is still going to work. So all of the windows and the headlights, taillights, blinkers, things like that we want to retain in this car. And then we want to put the new Holley computer in. So we got to take this PCM out and replace it with a Holley and try and retain the factory functions of the car, like windows and whatnot. So it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but we're gonna pull up some schematics, hopefully, and diagrams of how all the wiring goes on the Crown Vic, start tearing it down. So quite a bit of news to come about Leroy in the next week, but for now, I'm gonna move him to the other side of the shop where he's gonna chill out and watch us work on the Crown Vic. Let's get him fired up. Hear them bald eagles? Buddy. Wakey, wakey. We got some work to do on this thing, but like I said, guys, I'll fill you in later next week. All right, boys and girls, neighbor is in. He's big, he's heavy, but he is ready to get swapped. Well guys, we're taking a gander underneath the old Crown Vic. You guys have already seen under here. Just kind of seeing what we need to remove down here first. We'll just probably cut the exhaust off. Yeah, no need. We're gonna pull the drive shaft out, and then once we get everything unhooked up top, we'll come back down here and start dropping down the cradle, but we've got a little bit of work to do before we get to that for sure. Gotta pull the radiator, condenser, all that fun stuff. Disconnect some brake lines, the harness. Did get a new mat for the toolbox. It's looking bae. I mean, look at that. That's quality stuff right there on this old girl. Guys, the oil is clean and mean. It's like there's been highway miles only on this thing. So we're ripping right along. The oil's out. We cut the exhaust out. You already pulled the drive shaft out, dude. You're quick.
Drive shaft's out. Yeah, we're just a few steps away from getting this thing on the ground.
James is killing it though. So your experience too is you build transmissions for a living.
Yeah. My dad owns a transmission shop, so I'm really familiar with, you know, the roots of making horsepower through a transmission.
Oh yeah. And James has wired up 2 Holley Dominator setups already.
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of wiring
with the Holley Dominator systems and wiring them up. Also doing standalone harnesses to make factory computers work with swap motors.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, you might eventually need like a nickname. On Mighty Car Mods, you know, they've got the mechanical Stig. We might need to come up with a nickname for you if you're sticking around to help out.
I'm sticking around, so we're gonna have to
we'll leave it to the subscribers.
Yeah, they can pick
you guys think of something. Don't be too aggressive. Think of something. We're going pretty quick. One thing you did say that, like, I don't know why I didn't think of this. He's like, all you do is unplug the harness from the computer and drop the whole harness.
Yeah, you leave the motor harness and transmission harness on the transmission and motor.
I don't know why, but when we did the Mustang and when we've done Leroy in the past, we like strip the whole harness off, get it off the computer, then drop it out. It's like, might as well leave it. But neighbor's coming along, so we're just gonna drain the coolant out of it, then we're gonna drop it down, pull the wheels off, get going on some other stuff, and man, I think it's gonna be out of there in no time, guys. Guys, we are flying through this teardown. We've got the engine pretty much ready to drop out, so we've got all the junk out of the way, everything drained for the most part. It's time to do this, I think.
Got a few bolts and they'll be out.
Okay, everybody, it is officially time to drop the cradle. Now, this cross member did come out, but it was rusted, which is kind of a bad sign. It was really flimsy, but a lot of this kind of bent up. We'll have to get a new one of those. Up here, things are ready to roll. The plan is we're gonna put 3 jack stands on the ground. Basically 2 for the cradle, 1 for the transmission, and we are going to lift the car off of the drivetrain. So the thing with that is we'll put the car all the way up, then we can probably come right over here with an engine crane, lift the engine and transmission, the 4.6 liter, off of this cradle, put it outside. Then we can grab the 5.4 and try and mount it on the cradle, see how things look, and go from there. All right, guys, so we just bumped the lift twice and the drivetrain is dropping, but this is always kind of a fun, scary moment, you know? It's like, here, I'm gonna hit it for you guys. You ready? The car is rising, but the engine isn't. We're gonna watch for anything that could still be hooked up. Back to the time lapse. She is out. Nice work. Nice work. Cooper showing up for the Moral Sport.
Just in time for lunch.
Just in time. Yeah, I mean, seriously, we got it done before lunchtime. Hell yeah.
Just a few hours. Easy one.
Dude, not bad. That is freaking awesome, guys.
Well, just a disclaimer, 3 people can't really work on one car.
Yeah, no.
It just becomes like
Cooper had some other stuff to do today, but he's here. He's here now. What do you think of all this, Cooper?
I'm confused.
Are you ready to get gapped by a Crown Vic?
Go against the Crown Vic, that'll be a good one.
I think it's gonna be a good race.
Weight class.
It is. It's gonna be the battle of the stick shift heavyweights.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, the 4.6 came out pretty quickly. She's looking good. You know, nothing crazy that we found or anything. The intake's obviously blown up. Cradle's not in horrible shape. It's got some surface rust, but we'll get it cleaned up a little bit while we have it out of the car. So guys, the plan right now is we're gonna lift this baby up, this big old 4.6, get it off of the cradle that came in the Crown Vic, move it over there. Then we want to pull the engine mounts out and make sure they fit on that 5.4, or see if they fit on that 5.4. Hopefully they do, fingers crossed. It'll be fun to see this big old engine in the air. We were just doing some measuring. The Mustang's frame rails are actually wider, and we're a little bit concerned that the Mustang engine isn't gonna slide right up into the Crown Vic just because it's a little bit narrower. That's gonna be an issue. We might just have to pull the valve covers off when it comes time to put the engine up, but again, that's just like one of those things we'll have to wait and see. So now we can get a good look at these motor mounts, and you can see it's those 3 bolts, and we're hoping on the 5.4 block it's gonna match up with the other bolt holes there. So guys, we've got the GT500 engine on the hoist. We're actually going to pull the transmission off so that we can easily kind of move around the engine while we try and mount it to that cradle. Plus, we want to get this TR6060 disconnected so we can check it out. We want to do some stuff with the clutch slave, maybe add a remote bleeder, a couple things like that. So we're gonna disconnect it right now and see what it looks like. There she is, guys. And that's a brand new McLeod clutch that he just installed literally 1,500 miles before the accident. Might need a new slave. Looks like that's definitely the stock one. We're gonna replace this line with a line that has an AN fitting, add a remote bleeder. But he said the transmission ran pretty good before the accident. Said the clutch is brand new, and it really does look brand new. It looks pretty much perfect. All right, so now we've got a little bit easier of a setup to work with. We're gonna take it over to the cradle right now, try and mount it up. So the transmission, if I spin the input shaft, you can see spinning back here, no wobbling, anything like that. I think we're good to go on this one, guys. I was thinking about talking to RPM, seeing if they want to build it up. We'll talk to them this week. Check this out. This is the motor mount off of the 4.6 liter that we just put outside. Got the new 5.4 with the blower on it here. And look at this. She freaking mounts right up. So we're good to go over here. Minus there's one broken bolt stuck in the block, which we will get out. So there you go. That engine mount is bolted up, good to go. Now over here, we've got a little bit of a problem. And we did notice that the Crown Vic had a fresh motor mount on its passenger side, which is cool. But it doesn't bolt up over here on all 3. Only 2 work because of the oil filter. So the plan is, guys, we're gonna ditch the factory oil cooler for the 5.4. James had the idea to grab the one off of the 4.6 off the Crown Vic, which will relocate the oil filter to the front of the engine, allowing us to use the stock motor mounts from the Crown Vic and use all 3 bolts. So that would be good. If we get that to work, we'll be in really good shape. It's looking good. We're getting so much done today. We might actually be able to put both mounts on the engine and put it on the cradle, which would be incredible progress for today. Guys, we've got the oil filter adapter off the 4.6, and look at this. He was right. Bolts right up.
A little bit of boom. And it'll bolt right up to the 5.4 block.
Dang.
And it'll now clear.
Dang. Look at that. Dang.
And boom.
Boom.
It'll go right onto the factory Crown Vic came in now.
Holy smokes. It's coming together. This is so exciting. So since we know those engine mounts are gonna fit, we just got cleaned up. We're gonna clean some things up. We're gonna put the engine mounts on the motor, and we're gonna set it on the cradle. I'm so excited to see that big old engine sitting up here. Let's see if it'll fit. Guys, I am so freaking excited. We have made so much progress today. We've got these engine mounts on. They lined up perfectly. Everything is looking good for the most part. There's one thing, the oil pan is hitting on the front cross member. It's really tight or it's hitting, we can't really tell yet, but we're probably either going to have to try and use the oil pan from the Crown Vic in that pickup tube, or maybe just dent it with a big old hammer a couple times. But man, look at this, guys. We literally have the 5.4 on the Crown Vic's cradle all in one day. This is so freaking awesome. So freaking awesome. So we're gonna call it a day for right now. We're gonna come back in the morning and see if this thing will actually fit up there in the Crown Vic. Here's why we're a little concerned for tomorrow. If we go to the farthest edge of this head, it's right at 28 inches. Now if you come up here and go in between the frame rails, it's right at 28 inches. So it's looking close. We really hope we can slide this thing into the Crown Vic from underneath. If not, it's gonna be kind of a pain, so we'll see tomorrow. So stay tuned, guys. So much more to come for the Crown Vic. Give James a warm welcome. He's gonna be around for a while, hopefully helping us out with projects. You guys know we have so many at the shop. We need a helping hand, someone with experience. We have so many fun projects to come, and man, for how much we got done today, I'm so impressed. The Crown Vic is gonna be a killer project. The 5.4, we're gonna drop it in tomorrow. Well, we're gonna raise it in tomorrow. See if it all fits and works out. Should be pretty crazy to see this supercharged big old motor sitting up in there. So for now, guys, thanks for watching. Do It for Dale. We will see you later.